Hello YouTube, Ian from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. Take number 2. The first video that I have done with this guitar, I videotaped it upside down. Yep, I'm a bonehead. So what we have here is the PRS MacCarty 594 SE. Let me just double check that. MacCarty 594 SE. Yeah. So, you know the deal. I'll do a little backing track and then I'll plug in the mic and I'll tell you what I think about this here guitar. I can tell you right now, I love the color. But is that the only thing? Yeah. So, by the way, this is split. Split. So yeah, that's the different tonalities by splitting the pickups. So let me turn this on, plug it in. And plug it in, plug it in. Yeah. Hello. Am I coming in clear? Is my mic still on? Yes. All right. Untether. Get down to it. So I already did a video with this here guitar. And I had to lower it. It's super bright. And I went on and on and on and on and on about it. I probably gave you more information on the first video, but it just happened to be upside down. Schmuck that I am. So, with that video, I already had the back plates removed to show you everything. So I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. Pros, what I love about it is I love this flame maple veneer top that's turquoise. This color is freaking awesome. Now it's on a maple cap, which you could see the difference between the like a quarter of an inch, more or less wherever you look. Like see there on the mahogany neck and body. So got it there as well. You can see it here, how it's thicker. See what I mean? It's got a nice cut there where you could see it as well, right? You've got splittable humbucking pickups, so you could split the two coils and make them single coil, like I said. These are nice and smooth and easy to use to operate compared to my other guitar. I like the fat knobs. These are nice, smooth knobs. The tone, both of them are like speed knobs because they're splittable. I love the brass screws for the tailpiece and the bridge. That just gives it a little bit more something something. The pickups that are on here are super low compared to my red Holly Benton 550 Deluxe 2. Those pickups were low. They were equivalent to my Larry Carlton Sire L7. Both of them were low volume pickups. Great for jazz. In my opinion, not good for much else. If you wanted to use this guitar, the Larry Carlton Sire L7 single cut, or the Holly Benton 550 Deluxe, the red one, I believe they were Tesla pickups. For jazz, that's perfect. You want to use it for blues, you would definitely have to use a boost, which I always do normally, and or an overdrive pedal. A lot of my professional friends that are musicians, and every time they've invited me to their show and asked me to come up on stage and this and that, They all have an Ibanez tube screamer, I guess, because Stevie Ray Vaughan, the first one he used was from the '70s with this little square button, and then later on in life, I think it was '88 or something like that, is when he got the fatter one, the one with the fatter button, the one that everyone claims is the holy grail of overdrive pedals. But he didn't use it for overdrive. He kept the gain down and he just turned the volume up. A lot of people don't know that. But again, they got to go follow along with the masses on that. And if you get insulted by that, then what can I tell you? It's only the way I'm looking at it. So this thing here, the pickups, they're super low output. And when it came to the solo, I had to stack the overdrive with the boost, which I normally don't do. It's either one or the other. And nine times out of 10, it's always just the boost. When I have a guitar that the pickups don't have enough punch, I'll use the overdrive, but not most of the times I don't stack them. I just use the overdrive just to thicken it up. This is that kind of guitar that needs that, only because I'm sure the pickups on here are like 6 or 7 ohms, if anything, if I'm even pronouncing that right, for the output. That's how low they are. Nice fret job. I feel them a little bit more on the bottom than I do on the top for whatever reason. But from what I remember, Rosewood fingerboard, they're not abalone. They don't look pearlized. They look like they're plastic bird inlays, but they look pretty. They're pretty. So the bird inlays with the top, this turquoise color, it's what sold me on the guitar. It's supposed to have, I believe, like a Graphtec nut on here for string friction to keep it in tune. And it doesn't have locking tuners. These are what they call vintage tuners on here. I have to say that right out of the box, I bought this brand new. I should mention that as well. Right, and I had it in a couple of days. I believe I ordered it. I'm going to say Saturday of last week, and today is Thursday, and I received it today. So it was either Saturday or Sunday when I ordered this, and even though they said 5 to 10 days, if not more, I got it pretty quick. So that was nice. Again, nice fingerboard. Looks like medium jumbo frets, just a little low for medium jumbo fret for my taste. Binding going around the heads, the neck, stopping at the headstock. And all you have really, you don't have anything other than you could see the cap, the maple cap that's on top of the mahogany body that's going around the guitar. Why they just couldn't make it a tiger maple cap, like most guitar manufacturers now are giving you a proper maple cap, stainless steel frets, locking tuners, so on and so forth. I feel for a guitar that's made in Indonesia, like all the rest, you're buying the name, just like with Epiphone. You're buying the name. Although you can get guitars that give you stainless steel frets and locking tuners and this and that, roasted, flamed maple necks and fingerboards for half the price. You're paying for the name here with this thing here. The wood, the natural wood grain, looks really nice. It does. So, as far as nitpicking now and getting down to the nitty gritty of what I don't like, the headpiece is in pieces. It's you could see the difference between here and here. You could see there's wings attached on both sides of the headstock. Right. This
is a three-piece neck, and it almost, now I know that they dyed the headstock a little bit darker than the back, but the back of the headstock is a different color from the neck. It just could be that they stained it that way. I don't see a scarf, but you could definitely see the difference in the color. If I could pick it out, if you could pick it out, if I could find it on the phone, I don't know what I'm talking about. What did I say? The other thing, other than it being a three-piece neck, it's a chunky neck. This is probably one of the fattest necks I have on any one of my guitars. Now I had a the Wild guy from Ozzy Osbourne, Zach Wild guitar. I had one of his, and that was like a baseball bat. That was equivalent to the Steve Perry guitar from the last time I picked one up was in the 90s. His signature Gibson. That was like a baseball bat. It's not that chunky. It's not that fat, but I should say, but it is chunky. It is, it's something that if you're used to playing like all my guitars, at least have a thin 60s neck. Thin 60s, it goes from either a slim D or a C to a D or U shape. This is definitely thicker than all the rest, and you can see it three pieces in the neck right there. The strings, I had a real hard time playing this song, and they feel like they're 12s. So maybe because they didn't put locking tuners on it, and because the neck is so thick, they could put, and the pickups are so low in volume, they put higher gauge strings to make the guitar louder. So again, low pickups, no locking tuners, very fat neck. Feels like 12 gauge strings on here. I could be wrong. They're not Diodarios. They're whatever Paul Reed Smith puts on here. I don't like them. And I had a really hard time bending and playing. And I've got strong fingers. I could bend the string right off the neck. And I've snapped them many a times purely by accident. So the discoloration of the headstock from the neck is really bothering me. It's my OCD kicking in. The other thing is it's a three-piece body. So it's supposed to be mahogany neck and body, mahogany set neck, right? And even the three-piece neck to the three-piece body, they can't even get the seam to match. It's off. It's got a nice thin tapered belly cut. It's not contoured as deep as you would think, but it's something there. The other thing, in my first video, I removed the caps to show you the inside. These are not routed into the guitar like most other guitars. They're just screwed on top. So this has 500K nickel size volume and volume. And then they have whatever transistor kind of thing, whatever you want to call it, splittable tones in here. But it's shielded with that black paint. The cover here, and I didn't even tighten that screw up all the way. The cover for the toggle switch is not shielded whatsoever. Why did they stop at just one thing? Again, it's just something that irks me. So you could see that they just lay on top. They're not routed into the guitar. And I could show you cheaper guitars, or should I say more affordable, less expensive guitars, because I don't like saying cheap. It sounds like a dirty word when it comes to the guitar players. Different models that are out there that are coming out with better stuff. I don't know why they can't keep up with other things, stainless steel frets, locking tuners, so on and so forth. I don't know. It blows my mind. So those are the things I have to say about this here guitar. It's pretty. It's real pretty looking. But when I first started playing it, again, to be completely honest, it didn't feel like a guitar that I've had for years. And the other new guitars that I had bought and still have, as soon as I played it, a brand new one, it felt good right away. And even to compare this to my Epiphone Modern that has the asymmetrical neck, that neck, you feel it right away, but within the first minute or so, you're like, I need this neck. I should have had this neck in my life a long time. It's so comfortable, and the whole guitar, just playing it, feels like like an old friend, like you've been playing this guitar for a long time. Same thing goes with my Leo James that I got from Amazon for 179 bucks, and my Mitchell that I just traded. I brought that thing home, and from what I recall, that's a just like Harley Benton is Toman has a Harley Benton brand. That's the house brand. Mitchell, from what I understand, is Guitar Center's house brand. And I picked that thing up, and it feels like I've been playing that thing for years. It feels good, it plays good, and it sounds amazing. Same thing with the Leo James. Same thing with my Harley Bentons. Same thing with my vintage. Just about everything else. This doesn't feel like it right away. And it could be the chunky neck. It could be that this feels like it's a solid 10 pounds. I don't know if it's chambered, weight relieved, or what, but this is a heavy guitar. So the fat neck, the strings, and they could be 10s on here, but for some reason they feel like 12s. They feel super hard. I just didn't gel with it right away. And I don't know if I am going to gel with it. So that's my take on it. It really looks good, but this was, come on, dude, $750 brand new. And I ordered it through Guitar Center, even though it said it was being shipped from Musician's Friend because they're supposed to be working together anyway. Uh, I was looking at these used on Guitar Center's used gear, and they want the same amount of money for these used. They want 650, 700 for these things used, and you pay more. They call it a premium when you get instead of just a mahogany top, when you get a maple top, or should I say maple veneer, because it's not even a maple top, and they call that a premium, so you're paying more for a premium top. And I was like, wow, for $699 or $650, the lowest one that I've seen, the cheapest one that I've seen, $750 free shipping to my door. By the time, if I get something for $699 and I pay tax, that's going to be over 50 something dollars, 56 or $60, and then shipping, and then they'll say I don't like it, I'm eating the shipping. I'm like, this is brand new for $749 from Guitar Center. So, let me do it that way. And I like the cutout here too, but again, you can see the thickness, the difference between the cap and the mahogany. And why couldn't it just be a true tiger maple cap instead of a veneer? But again, that's just me nitpicking again. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about this guitar. I don't think it's going to be around much longer. But thanks for watching. Have a good day. And a better tomorrow. Adios, amigos.